So now back from Berezkhi, I'm on the road to Torovo, and basically just trying to silently get some Z's out of the way. So I got 2 out pretty fast, thanks to the PSO1 scope. And the bottled suppressor, which is never a bad thing to be carrying around. Which reminds me that in Berezkhi, where we're just coming from, I was able to find a plastic bottle of water, and I was also able to find tape as well in my travel. So now I'll be able to craft myself yet another suppressor for the bison. My shoes are damaged, or as we would say in my part of the world, mes souliers sont maganés. Of course, you guys will never hear that from anyone, but yeah, my shoes, they have seen quite a few seasons, and instead of repairing them now, as I always like to do, I found a pair of shoes that is in good condition, and I'm gonna use it for a while. So it's going to allow me to just basically prolong the life of my other shoes. And should I find trail shoes or hiking boots that are in better condition than those I have, then I will just avoid using a use of the leather sewing kit altogether. So now, as you guys can see, trying to look for any infected activity out there, which there usually is. Not gonna lie, I'm a little surprised there. Ah, but then again. To all those wondering where the hell I'm from, to those who figure out that cute, greasy accent of mine, you win my amazement and my being very impressed with. Oh shit! Wow, that surprised me. I really thought it was outside. Anyway, so as I was saying before being startled by this infected fellow, I was gonna say that if you're wondering where this charming accent originates from, somewhere in the mythical country of Canada. Yes, yes, yes. Oh wow. Kidding me? I could get 2 opponents here, although one is coming after me. Alright, let's see how persistent this one is. Alright. So, I guess I don't have to worry about those. So now I have a fishing rod and a lure, but the problem is I don't have much space on myself to carry fish. But the fishing rod will come in handy because having the real rod and the real lure will allow me to really get all the fish. Like, I mean, there's a portion that I can get. Because last time I went fishing was with the makeshift rod. So using rope and a stick. And then makeshift hooks. So to the millions and millions watching around the world, this is Zane Bladestone, and you're watching DayZ. A stroll through the northeastern part of Chernarus. Previous session I went to Belaya Poliana and Shkolnik, and finished in Berezkhi. Then just left Berezkhi, and now I'm heading towards Karovo. There usually are fusees around here. I'm not even sure that a shed over there is worth checking out, but you know what? For your own viewing pleasure, people, I will go discover what that shed hides. Garden line. Alright, people, I hope I was able to quench the thirst of curiosity, as now you know what's in that shed. Yes. And in that shed was basically nothing valuable to me in this playthrough. Maybe in some other game I'll try and make myself some leather stuff, but for now the garden line stays where it belongs. That's what it is, people. So tonight, on this fine evening of Monday, April the 13th, or is it the 14th? Yeah, the 14th. Here I am taking a stroll right towards the Rovo for your viewing pleasure. And now I just want to kill some stuff, so something is about to go boom. Or, as some of you would have preferred, pow. We should see some infected make their way to me in a few seconds. I can already hear some. Then again, let me remind you all that this is a PvE server, because on a PvP, if you do that, you're just asking to get shot. But this is PvE, and I can do pretty much whatever the hell I want when it comes to being stupid towards other players being a threat, because there ain't no other players being a threat. This is how it is, folks. La 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 la. Any publicists out there or ad experts? If you love the soothing sound of my voice, you can send me contracts through my agents, and I'll be ready to negotiate with y'all for whatever you may ask me to do. Whether it be advertising for pills that you cannot say what they do for, or maybe, I don't know, some video game. This game or that game, everyone advertises and they don't know how to play, and they just read a nice text and rake in the money. I'm available for y'all, people. Send it my way. So there is an infected somewhere over there. I hear the bleh, 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 but I don't see it. Where the hell is it? Is it behind that bush right there? Oh, there it is. Wow. So basically, I only saw one after that noise that I made. So you know what? Some more noise. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I don't really care about that bottle suppressor, so if it fails and another gunshot goes foul, you know. Oh, there it is. All right. So I got rid of a lot of ammo, which is fine because a lot of ammo I have. A lot of weak ammo, mind you, people, because I live in the Northeast, where I like the peace and quiet. Because even if this is a PvE, make no mistake, people like the hot zones where the nice guns are. And even though it is PvE, people they want to have KMs and they want to have VSDs and VS89s and stuff as such. But I don't mind. Just having 2 fend off infected, it's I think I have plenty for my needs. I'm just eating the fruit I have on me. I just get those spare food just because I found some along the way, but I knew with my needs I was going to be having them, and of course freeing up inventory space. But you guys know that already. Yes, you do. What else do I have here? Yeah. Getting rid of that mag. That's more 380 for the bison. Small caliber, but useful nonetheless. How about making that suppressor right now? So there you go. Boom. So bottle suppressor. I will keep that tape on myself for now. How does that? Oh, worn. Perfect. I was looking for a new CR75 mag since the ones we had at home were damaged, and well, you don't want to use damaged magazines. Never like when you want to fire a shot in a critical situation and then your gun just doesn't want to cooperate. Ooh, that was well said. Okay. Cooperate. Yes, people, I'm narcissistic and I impress myself speaking a nice English as a French-based person. So I hope you guys and gals understand. I would like to remind you that this video is indirectly sponsored by my parents who gave me birth. And that led us all the way to today, where I'm able to share this wonderful experience with the lucky people that you are. Because make no mistake, you guys are lucky motherfuckers right now. I love listening to myself talk, and I hope you guys are too. To those who just joined or are watching this for the first time, welcome to the Zane Blakestone channel, the only channel on YouTube where we will never ask you to subscribe. Don't get me wrong though, I will never be against it, and we'll just not ask you guys to. You guys do whatever you want. Those who want to tag along for the ride, I will gladly have along. And those who don't, well, you know. Alright, so I decided to come to that military base just south of Toronto, just because I'm close and I still have a little room left in my inventory. As you can hear, I caught their attention with my shooting. And to those of you watching, pulling their hair because I'm wasting 769 sorry. Don't you guys worry. We'll find somewhere that, if the need arises. And of course, this channel couldn't be possible without the support of my best friend Alex, who got me introduced to this game, or without the support of my ever-loving wife, who I love dearly every day. And of course, all of you guys listening to this broadcast. And I'll have you know, guys, you guys are going to hear me joke often about how awesome I am and blah blah blah, but it's really just all jokes. I'm an average dude. I'm not better or worse than the neighbor. I'm just a guy who likes saying shit, and well, if you want to hear a lot of weird shit, you're in the right place. I guess I can say a lot of stupid shit in an hour, so I even had some people telling me to do some kind of cross DayZ play podcast, you know, but it's not about my opinions or the way I see life. It's sharing something we all have in common, people, which is the fact that we like this very creative and wonderful game. Hey, did you guys hear about update 1.28? New weapons, new scopes, and finally, Jesus, I heard that the devs might be working on vehicle stability, so you don't crash your car for no reason every time you get in one. But shout out to the devs who are doing a terrific job, because like I know they're not Bethesda or EA Sports or whatever, so they don't have the same means as a lot of competition that they have, and DayZ not even being their primary game at first, well, even now. The fact that it became this big and that I even got to hear about it and start playing it one day is a testament to how great these guys have done. So to all those at Bohemia Interactive that might be listening to this through anyone or any strange twist of fate, well, I'll have you guys know that while this isn't perfect, it's pretty amazing. So thanks to anyone who ever worked on this, and I respect you all. Another very important thing to note on this channel is that this is not a place of political opinion or racism or like, you know, being condescending to any other human. This is a place of sharing something we all like. So there never will be any politics or strong speeches about how people should live their lives or anything. Like, I'm a slow-paced guy. I just want to chill. And basically, I'm selfish because I started doing this, and it changes nothing for me to just press the broadcast button and have you guys along for the ride, you know. And not gonna lie, people, I'm an older man, although I don't sound like it. And where I come from, the things that we're doing today with all that shit is not even possible. So I'm amazed that we came this far. And I'm also amazed that this game is nice enough that I can, in-game, draw the attention of zombies with my voice. When I first started doing that, I was amazed that this was even a possibility. I have a lot of creativity to spare, so don't anyone worry about my resources. So after this passing through Torovo, I'm gonna go back to my home of Karmanovka. As I might have said before, I have built a stick shelter over there with random stuff for strangers to go near the well. Alright. I still hear activity close. What I'm gonna do now is simply change the mag. I'm gonna be reloading soon enough. Nice. There it goes. Don't we just love seeing them go in the air like that? I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Hold on. If you know that, people, either you listen to your parents' music or you're old. Yes, that was Phil Collins. Legendary musician and singer Phil Collins. Like, of course, I gotta give the man the respect he deserves. Oh. Will you look at that. Leather sewing kit right there. So when I go back to the village, I get to return my shoes with the leather sewing kit I have on me, throw it in the pay it forward shelter, and then have a new one for myself. All in all, good stuff. Should be so. so now I'm gonna patch the trail shoes. Anyway, the running shoes I had were damaged, but you know, they have used for a bit. And now I get to take my other leather sewing kit and put it in my tactical shirt where I keep my utilities and my repair items, if I may say it like that. Gotta admit, it feels weird to be live on YouTube, because since these videos are gonna be watched a lot more afterwards than they're gonna be watched live, I feel I address an audience that is gonna be there in the future rather than right now. Anyway, if I got any viewers right now, there's no indication that there's anyone watching this, although this early in my streaming career, I don't really expect a lot of people to be attending, which is fine. If I get people to watch this someday, good. But you know, I'm having fun doing this. Speaking to you guys as I'm just strolling around, practicing English. Maybe one day I get to speak it good like you guys do. I've had English-speaking people tell me a few times, exaggeratingly so, that sometimes my English, my spoken English was better than the English of actual, you know, English-speaking people, which I've always thought is bullshit. Like you guys hear the way I speak. And I guess no one could ever mistake me for an American or an Englishman. On the other hand, though, I gotta admit, although it's contradictory, I believe that my speaking English allowed me to speak the same language as others, so I could celebrate our differences. Because to me, that's always how I've seen it. I mean, the English versus the French. Oh, fuck. Startled that one. Maybe another one right here, but I wouldn't believe so. Even if they do think I'm good. So making my way back to the well in Chernarus, and also gonna see what I will keep or not from my base. I'm about to take a little smoke break, people. It's getting late, so I should be stopping soon enough for about 10 to 15 minutes and be back. So those of you watching who want to take some time, do so. Get yourself something to drink, something to eat, or have a smoke yourself if you're one of them smokers. So see, this is the entrance to Karmanovka's village. And usually when I come and loot from the beginning of the village, this is where I start. And there's a few Z's around here, as always. So now just running up the road from high up, so no zombies hear me and I get to directly go where I need to go. So after I'm finished with sorting my stuff, I will most likely go to Dobro, which is a little village that's just up north. Somewhat boring, but it's nearby, and I might find some stuff over there. So I will go and take a look. Eventually go after a flag, but for that I need to go after them little hunting stores, and on this server most have not been kind to me. I've yet to put my hands on a flag on this fine PvE server. Having a real blast though. So now I see no infected around here. Nor do I see one near the well. So yeah, I'm gonna come in my shelter right here, and then I'm gonna pause this broadcast for about 12 to 15 minutes, maybe a little less. So I'll see you in a few, people. Thanks again for being around, and thank you for watching. So, and those who are watching later on, we'll just forward that about 10 minutes, and I'll be right back. That's the magic of the internet. All right. See you in a few minutes, people. Alright, so I'm back. Server is loading in a few seconds, and for those of you who were around a few minutes ago, or those who are watching this at a later time, through the magic of broadcasting, you were able to skip right to this moment, and so I welcome you back. Whoa, you're shitting me. Hey, I know you guys are not seeing this, but I got a nice visit from my teammate, the one and only Alex, that you guys are bound to see one day or another. I'm happy to have you around, buddy. So I'm now in my makeshift stick shelter in the village of Karmanovka. Yeah. I got my first subscriber, everybody. I'm proud that it's you, man. I wouldn't have it any other way, buddy. That's cool. So as you can see, well, Alex and obviously all those watching, I'm leaving in some stuff right in this shelter for all the strangers who might be passing around in need of anything. Or we could use it ourselves, but I already helped 2 people with the shelter so far. Gave them food, a pair of shoes, an orienteering compass. I think I got that. Oh no, that's not an extra map. That's my map. Right there. So there's other stuff I can leave. Maybe I'm gonna try and make a snare with the wire and the stick, but I wonder if the game mechanics really require rabbits to spawn around for a snare to work, or if it just ends up working after a while. Maybe I'm just gonna try it. Yeah, all those vets out there, I never snared before. All right. Good old Alex saying he needs to be quieter. So, hey, thanks for passing by, buddy. Always welcome here. Now that I reloaded, I can leave that right where it belongs. I'm filled with suppressors, it's insane. I'm gonna be able to take so many shots in a silent manner. How about leaving some clothing tablets here? Could come in handy for some people. I'm gonna leave the bottle here as well. So if someone in need requires it, they can use it. Temporarily leaving a mag. Never know. when the shelter gets too full, that's gonna be thrown away. So I pretty much went through my stuff. Gonna be heading to the base, right up the street over there. Over there. I'm glad to be back to base where I get to again regroup, reload, eat, drink. I'm glad I was able to leave a few more things in the shelter. Soon enough, I'm probably gonna leave a gun in there. Like next time I'll find a pistol or something, I think I'm gonna keep it and just put it there. But I am trying to treat other players as the same way I like to treat my own character, which is I'm not bringing back stuff that is damaged or worse. Well, unless it's bullets, because the bullets, fortunately, they don't influence the shooting. Your weapon will not block. That's the only term I know. I know you guys have another term to say a weapon is blocking. Like a bullet is getting caught in the chamber. But the expression like does not come back in my head. Anyone knows? What's the term you Anglophone, you English-speaking people use to say that a gun is blocked? Like that you cannot fire around because there's a bullet stuck. Is that what you would say if the gun is stuck? Anyone can help, I'd be happy. Yeah, that's a trade, people. I provide you with this legendary entertainment. And in exchange, you guys become my English teachers. Just for me to better some aspects of that super language that's not my first. You know what? Lots of ammo for the Mark II. The SK is damaged because it was a spare one that I got. And you know what? Spare guns. Taking the time, taking a stride to the village of Milan. Chernarus. Chernarus. Absolute motherfucking best place in the world. Karmanovka is where my heart is. Sorry people, that was the first song off of my next record, the DayZ Diaries. The song is simply titled Karmanovka. In between parentheses, my one and only love, Karmanovka. Is the place where I want to bear, Karmanovka. As always, closing the door. So I have like a few seconds of what I like to call absolute security. The only instance in which I'm not safe here, and then again it's a long shot, is if wolves attack me and start strutting around the base. And when they come, their heads glitch through the walls. And last time I was attacked by wolves, what actually happened was one completely glitched through the walls. So needless to say, I was very surprised. And fortunately enough, I've been able to survive. But yeah, it was a surprise. I will always remember. And not gonna lie, the words "oh shit" came out of my mouth faster than y'all can imagine. So reading online about streaming and what streamers like in general, I have heard that you people like when streamers say your name. So shout out to Alex, my very first subscriber, which is, I know, a DayZ aficionado such as I, and happy to have him along for this ride. So I'm grateful, and shout out to him for being my first ever subscriber. You know what's fun? I did not beg him for anything. Just subscribe. So those of you who might have ideas out there, that's the way it happens. Don't do it for me. Do it if you want, but if you have fun being around, and if you like this content at least a little bit, well, you know, that's good enough for me, people. Keeping 2 sets of matches just to make sure that I have something to fall back on should I not be able to count on my lighter no more. But then again, in an emergency, creating a handrail kit is not a big problem. So I got 2 worn suppressors on me already, so I don't think a third one is crucial. So at this time, I'm gonna leave another one right back home. Or I will see how the others are faring. 1, 1, 1. Oh, okay. Well, people, things are looking good in terms of suppressors. Got 2 spare batteries, 3 spare batteries. Jesus Christ. That's totally insane. Get it? Zane? Okay. You know what, people? I've been that's been the name for so long now, and I've never even thought of that one. I swear, you people, I will try not to bother you with this pun too much, because seriously, I could even scare myself if I got into it too much. And yes, I will say it one last time, at least for this broadcast. It would be totally insane. Ha ha. Sorry. So as a person from my part of the world would say with their thick accent, one of them ever spoke to you, they would say, "I'm very happy to have you all tonight, Esti. That gives me great pride. And might I even be scared to say pleasure. Not that kind of pleasure, you pervs. You know how we twisted the word gay? That's insane. You'd listen to songs from the like 1940s, 1950s, 1930s, and people would always say, this and that was super gay. And you know what it would mean? It would just mean, like, the original meaning for gay was just happy people. And, like, that word was twisted and deformed. But the fact remains that the word gay just means, like, it's happy, it's whimsical, it's fun. Like, it's good times. I like to say that, you know, when I was younger, yeah, I went to this or that party. Yeah, it was super gay, and people were confused. Well, yeah, it was fun. Everyone had like a good time. Like, Jesus. So right now, I don't really know what I'm gonna do, to be honest. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go through Dobro. That's exactly what I said earlier, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Oh, Dobro, yeah. It ain't my kind of town, but it can give some memories. Oh, Dobro, yeah. For those who believe I sing terribly, I would not necessarily refute that. To those who think I sing wonderfully, I think you guys should have your ears back. But I'll tell you what, you know, this motherfucker right here likes sing sometimes. So once in a while you might hear these caramel-like lyrics in these beautiful, beautiful songs. That being said, folks, I have arrived at Dobro, but I thought I would arrive from the east. That's a slight miscalculation on my part. So that's a little obsessive of me, but I like to go from one end to another. And even that way, if I start from the west of Dobro and make my way east, then I can just go south a little and take Karmanovka from the east, then make my way back towards the well, where I can fill up that shelter with some more goodies. And of course, along the way, find some good stuff for myself. And improve my predicament. Yeah. Improve on my predicament or improve my predicament, people? I think it's the former, but you guys tell me. I would like to take this tribune to also say that to anyone listening out there or watching this broadcast, well, in these difficult times where people are poorer and poorer, and when it's hard to act good for the next man, remember that in every bit of us is a little bit of a savior. These words are brought to you by Hope. So, I saw an infected fire on the... Oh, jeez. I had not seen that one, though. So there is not much opposition in a close vicinity. Another way to test that is to shout. I will not start screaming in my living room. Just as you can see down there, I put the 3 bars beside the microphone. So I'm shouting and my voice carries. Even if I whisper, my voice carries anyway. Yes, people. And it's late here, so I will not shout for real in my living room, folks. Yeah. But still, now, in some radius, you should be hearing me, so the fact that none are showing up means that in the immediate vicinity, see, this one is far, it doesn't even hear me. And I'm allegedly shouting. Okay, now I cut it. So, basically, I was able to silently take care of pretty much everyone that was there. So, those out there who have a hard time surviving the infected, it's very important to get to know the points of elevation so that you can get away from harm. So, for those who are not used to this game, here's one on those white gas tanks. So you can hop on there, and while I'm there, there's this wood thing here. but be aware if it's under like a roof or something that gets to be just a bit a little over it, or the object is in conflict with another when it comes to this height, you cannot jump on it. So that's another elevation point. You can get those blue containers. And those garbage containers or whatever they are. So see, I was able to get in there easily, and zombies cannot get you there. And I know the experienced people watching this, to you, this information is not maybe of much use, but like I never did this before. I don't really have any audience for this. I'm just speaking for those who are interested to hear it. And I know some of these people might be new to the game, so. And of course, my knowledge is although I'm somewhat of a veteran, it's not like I'm crazy about the lore or the game out there. Like I don't eat, dream, and sleep. I don't know everything there is to know. I don't follow the devs or updates. I listen to the streamers online who have something to say about it or share some news. And I gotta admit, it's enough for my liking. So now down the main road. I visited a few houses, but I know there's a back road on which there's going to be also a bunch of houses, so that's exactly where I'm going after seeing what's in this car. So yeah, know that these broadcasts are uncut, unedited, untouched. It's just raw, pure gaming footage. So no, you're not gonna see any cutscenes. You're not gonna hear any inspiring music. This is just a game with me and what's happening. And while it might be no selling point to you guys, well, what happens in this broadcast is just 100% real. And the game is as vanilla as it gets because, I mean, when it comes to modding and map modifications, the loot is from the official server settings, so you actually have to go in to find your stuff. Which is one of the fun aspects of this game. Tracksuit jacket. Dried apple. That might be for the distribution shelter. You know what? That's what I call it. So I'm locked in here. Well, locked. I'm secured because all the doors are closed. And I'll be honest, even if one should make it their way, not like they stand a chance much. But now I need to drag them here so I can get them. So, alright people, you want to come around? Infected? Are some infected around? Infected. And since this is Russia, Ukraine, maybe they recognize their old names. Pavel, Igor, Alexei, Dmitry, Sergei, Andrei, Boris, Valery. All right. I guess I was the only one. I go upstairs. No. I went upstairs. Got my in-game voice at first, because now I don't want to be heard no more. So see, for people who are least experienced in the game, that's another elevation point. So should anything arise, whoop, jump on there. Straight like that. There's another log, like a log structure thing that you can hop on over there. There's another tank right here. So in this place, there's a few elevation points that you can use. So not only does it make you safe, but if you have a lot of ammo and you want to gun down some infected, that's a thing to do. People. People. Strolling through Chernarus, looking for the way to save the world. But first, I gotta save myself and survive in this cruel apocalypse. Survive. Anyone who wants to use my beautiful voice in this video to create a hit song, you go right ahead. I won 50%. Actually, I won 51% because the lyrics are my call. Because those were inspired lyrics. Let's not kid ourselves, everybody. Like, I could cry hearing this song. Well, from myself, first and foremost, because like I can hear myself. It's honey. It's musical honey. But also, the lyrics are so researched and sincere. Sometimes you don't need English literature to impress the neighbor. Sometimes all you need, people, is a little feeling. You know? Didn't Justin Bieber sway crowds away just by saying, baby, 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 ooh? So you never know what might happen out there, people. Live your fucking dreams. That's right, you heard what I said. Yes, yes, all showers singers out there. Those who have a dream. I hope I'm inspiring you today with this message. Because today, I sang for the world. And one day you could too. despite me never really liking his music. Shout out to Justin Bieber. What emotions, people? What emotions? Oh, baby, baby, oh. That's wise words to live by. You know, people, they hate on Justin, but it's not because he's so bad and immature or douchey. It's just because, you know, he's wiser than John Lennon. He's geniuser than Jimi Hendrix. Yes, I invented it. Geniuser. Respect Justin. I will start the Justin ooh petition. No, I will not. I will not. Sorry, I scared you people. I will not. So, as you veteran human beings can see, I am eating. And I'm happy I just found those two plastic bottles right in this house. Because what will it make, people? That's right, you guessed it. Bottle suppressors. And of course, I would like to name popular brands of bottled water. But since I have no real sponsors and I don't want to get sued, because I'm not one of them rich kids who could afford it anyway, well, I'm gonna not name any brands. But if there's anyone out there working for one of them water companies and you would like to have a shout out there for a small fee, I could provide that for you. Just, you know, sponsor these performances. And you guys are not going to regret it. It's not going to cost you much, just my retirement. A comfortable retirement. You guys have a few $1 million. It's no problem. Listen to this voice. I mean, are you shitting me? Even with a microphone like this voice it's a killer voice. Still in dub row, by the way. As you can see, you guys have eyes, so you can see I'm looting houses and grabbing this and that. Not the clothing though. Eventually, when we get better pieces of clothing, I'll be more than happy to leave all that's necessary in the sharing shelter. And maybe eventually, not tonight, but at some point, I will create a second sharing shelter. Because as you guys say, to share is to care. Was that a slogan used by some political party or something? I think I heard that from you guys down south. The Americanos. Well, I mean the white English-speaking Americanos, but I think that's what I heard it from. So that's pretty much it for Dobro. Over there is this kind of big open warehouse, which that I've never seen anything really worthwhile in. And at the entrance of town, way over there, is a barn and a hunting lodge. Hunting lodge? Is that what could be said about this place? Is that accurate, people? Or am I shitting all over the place? Please tell me. Am I right? Am I wrong? Or am I just shitting all over the place? Oh, for those who don't like this godly voice of mine, um, sometimes there also will be what I like to call the silent sessions. Basically, my mic is mute, and the only thing you can hear me say is in-game stuff, because of course in the event that I meet another player and have to talk, I don't prevent myself from doing that. Like, I don't want to be an asshole. I want to speak with the people and other survivors that I meet. But not, I don't say anything per se. Not in the broadcast, I mean. And even if I want to speak to the broadcast or to any audience that might be, I will do it by speaking in-game. Actually now, and don't get me wrong you guys, I've got tape at the base, but what I could do, oh, there's another one right there. That's it, run around, buddy. So to make sure everyone understands, I'm gonna say it in both Canadian and American. So here's the Canadian version. I am going to dispose of all the infected in the area so I can loot safely. And here's the American version. I'm gonna dispose of all threat in the area so when all neutralized, I can enjoy the area. Well, that was so bad. I actually wanted to go somewhere else with this, but no, yeah, that was not good. I'll try and do better next time, people. See, uncut, unedited. So sometimes, that's the beauty of improv, people. Sometimes it's beautiful, and sometimes it's utter shit, like it just was a few seconds ago. I'm not sorry about it, you know. It is what it is. Because you guys are basically, like, I'm just sitting in my living room staring at my TV right now. Because, of course, to those who don't know, this is console, PS5. And I'm in my living room, sitting like a big slob on my couch. And I'm wearing my sweatpants, I'm comfortable, life is good, and I'm not exactly in my most elegant setting, nor am I in my most elegant attire. But, you know, this broadcast is not about suit wearing, gold showing, rich millionaires. It's about DayZ and a fine game that is. And Chernarus. Yeah, there would be something to hunt if I wanted, but to those hunting aficionados out there, I don't want to hunt. I don't wanna hunt. I wanna loot in the village all day. Karmanovka. So yeah, what I always like about Karmanovka is that it's low tier, so people don't really go there. It's a village, there's no stores, fire stations, police stations, military compounds, like nothing of the sort in this area. But you know what? There's a lot of houses. It's very residential. And you get a lot of stuff from all of them houses, and you also got what do they call them? There's a lot of sheds that carry lots of varied loot. You can find building materials here. There's planks in the industrial area, so you can have a lot of planks also. I think it's a nice place to be. Time for some eating and space liberated. Yep, I need to free up some space. Then again, I'm gonna use some food and then some more stuff in the helper shelter. Oh, nice. I just found a name for it, people. The helper shelter. I'm proud of that name. I thought of it myself. Helper shelter for anyone in need, for survivor. Helper shelter. The shelter helps you survive and thrive, to live a better life. And that's 'cause of my motherfucking big heart. Oh, shelter is pretty modest, actually, people. It's very fucking modest. You have no idea how modest it is. You're gonna see it soon enough. I know some of you we were there a few minutes ago have seen it. But some of you maybe skipped a lot of this video. Or are joining on the rec later. Are going to see that cute little stick shelter I made. So people could have something to fall back on. Ooh, laser swing kit. That's gonna help a bunch more people. Of course, that's the ambiance of a PvE. While people sometimes compete for loot by a first come first serve basis, rather than of course killing one another for said loot. Well, people tend to help each other a lot. Like, of course, I like hanging on for a lot of my stuff, but sometimes also keeping a little too much allows you to help people who don't have enough, you know? I gave my Scottish friend and IJ this afternoon. I already had quite a few guns, and I was not afraid to tell him and be honest with him. Because when you're a newbie, of course, the risk of dying is high because, well, you don't know your way around the game. You have so much to learn. So you have a new gun, and it kind of plays like I used to play at first. Zombie comes towards you, and instead of trying to use melee, you want to play hero, and you want to get rid of them fast. So cowardly. I don't know why I do not want the melee fight this time. Huh. Still happy it came for. Oh wow. Lots of food for the needy. Because I'm going to be able to leave quite a few items in the helper shelter. Holy shit, I love that turn. So here is said shelter. What's in it? 50 out of 100. And you know what? There's a spare tape there. So I'm not going to keep 2 rolls of tapes. So that's going to be my 2 bottle suppressors right there. But first... Oh, you know what? I'm going to take the tape right now so I don't forget it. So here's the salty sticks and more salty sticks. I really wish people use this at some point. As I said earlier, I've helped people before, but it's not like they were people stumbling upon it. Like it was people I was with, and I told them, hey, you know, sorry for yourself. And that's what they did then. And yes, people, you just heard me yawn. Because it's actually starting to get late in here, and my bed will be waiting for me pretty soon, as the old man that I am. So 2 more bottle suppressors here. And of course, I did not have high expectations for the run in Dobro. And I came back with what I expected to come back with, which is not much. So that duct tape I will let despawn. If by any chance someone comes by before and snags it, good for them. Same for this second IJ mag, I'm not gonna leave it in the... Yes, I have plenty of ammo though, so... Yeah, okay. I think I'm gonna... How about I leave an IJ mag? In case my friend was dropping by again. So since this new friend of mine is Scottish, I will give a shout out to all the Scots who might stumble upon this recording. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it a whole lot. So I have a fair amount of ammo for my Mark II. Speaking of which, I still have enough room for said Mark II to go right in there. And yeah, I've got a few items. You know what? I'm leaving those here. The auto suppressors I'll take later if they haven't been used. Because all this stuff is easily replaceable. You know what? There you go. Have at it, people. All in all, I'm happy. It was a nice run. So I'm gonna go back to base, see to my last few needs, and call it a night. To all those who are around, at a later recording, of course. Thanks for your presence. Maybe at some point I'll stop saying it so often. I'm just never sure. And of course, this is only my second recording for YouTube, and that's gonna stay a while. So those who have listened to this, the whole video are gonna hear 12 thank yous. I'm gonna try and correct that in future recordings. So the shelter down the road, it's for everyone. So that includes us, of course. But let's just say that shelter is primarily for others. So if things disappear in there, that's a main goal. Shit. I still got pretty much all I need, so I guess I don't really need to be in base to log out. Alright. Nothing left to do around here, so I'm gonna call... Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I think I can kill it from here. There you go. So, nice seeing you guys, and I'll see you around soon enough for another part of this wonderful game. See you soon.